Test, test. It's South Region competition time as we start 2025 right here on the home court on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. Hello again, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm Ray Bureau, and you're watching TBC Eagles women's basketball right here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Our apologies, our sound system in the gymnasium not functioning at the moment. Thank you, Coach Jones, for addressing the crowd as we're ready for South Region play between Trinity Baptist College and the namesake Eagles from Pensacola Christian College, the #1 team in NCCAA Division II. Pensacola Christian is 12-3 overall on the season, their first South Region game. Their last game was an 88-55 win over Southwestern Adventist on January 10th. Pensacola had 7 players score at least 8 points, with Abby Winslow leading the way with 15. Pensacola is averaging 80 points per game, allowing 66. They're shooting 42% overall, 26% from three-point range, and 67% from the free throw line. But led by head coach Jared Sellers and assisted by Jared's wife, Heather Sellers, and the athletic director is Mr. Mark Getch. And the SID is Braden Motter, who is here in the gymnasium tonight. And I was happy to meet Braden Motter in person for the first time. And thank you, Braden, for excellent communication as always. Trinity Baptist 1-10 so far this season. It's also the first South Region game for TBC. Their last game was a 75-48 loss to Florida State College at Jacksonville last Tuesday. TBC has had some injuries. They're getting some of the players back, and that's going to bode well later in the game. Trinity Baptist is averaging 52 points per game while allowing 82, shooting 32% overall, 25% from three-point range, and 60% at the line, led by head coach Alicia Lewis in her second season. And our first shot of the game is drained, and that is Sky Boyd, who's averaging 18.3 points per game. Sky Boyd has 9 games of 20 or more points and 2 with 19. And Pensacola Christian, 2 years ago, won the national championship. Last year made it to the national semifinal after winning the South Region once again. Victoria Broadway's shot does not go. And Pensacola heads up the court very quickly. Of course, both teams being the Eagles. I'm battling a cough, so bear with me. I'll be hitting that cough button every now and then. And we have another basket by Abigail Winslow, who's averaging 11.1 points per game. We've had some trouble with our online score line of late, and just decided to act up again. Hopefully that will come back into play for us, but I'll let you know the score. And when we get opportunities, we'll show you the scoreboard in the gym as we're going to have ourselves a whistle. And Pensacola will inbound on the front court. The #1 team in NCCAA Division II women's basketball. Again, last year, national semifinalists after winning the South Region Championship with a record of 8-1, including the tournament. TBC gets a steal, the long pass up the court from Harvey to Renaya Clark, and Trinity Baptist is on the board. It's now 6-2 Pensacola. Renaya Clark averages 11.9 points per game, a shot missed by PCC. And TBC wearing the black uniforms on the home court tonight, and we have ourselves a turnover as Layla Harvey is called for the carry. 8:12 left to go in the first quarter. And Pensacola will inbound once again on the front court. With possession is Alyssa Brewer. Great to see her back on the court. Won't get into it, but she had to end her season early last year, and praise God she has another opportunity this year. Sky Boyd takes a pass and lays it in. Already her second basket, and Pensacola leads 8-2. Clark at midcourt. Trinity Baptist has a tough one tonight, facing the perennial national contending Pensacola Christian College Eagles. That's Renaya Clark for three. It's off the rim and rebounded by Brewer. The men's game is scheduled to follow at 8 p.m. Of course, that depends on how long this one goes, as Boyd is blocked by Renaya Clark. And Layla Harvey hustles straight up the middle and gets herself into position. Harvey with the three-pointer, actually taking the pass from Kirsten Joseph, who joined the roster just before Christmas break. And in 3 games, Kirsten Joseph is averaging 19 points per game. Missed opportunity for PCC. And we have ourselves a timeout as Renajala Brown hustled past midcourt. This one's called by Coach Alicia Lewis of Trinity Baptist, a 30-second timeout. 7 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Pensacola Christian leading 8-2 back in 30 seconds on TBC Eagles. And it looks like Ralph, who's running our online scoreboard, has figured out the problem and gotten us back underway. So he'll get that updated soon, if not already. But it looks like he has it with 7 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. In the first quarter, Pensacola Christian leading 8-2. I'm Ray Bureau. You're watching the TBC Eagles Sports Network, our first broadcast of 2025. And Trinity Baptist will inbound. Harvey gives it up to Renajala Brown, to Caroline Smith, who's back in the lineup after having to miss a few games of late. And Trinity Baptist has really battled some injuries. Going to the basket, missing the shot, but drawing a foul. That is Victoria Broadway, and she will shoot 2. Victoria Broadway averaging 3.8 points per game. Another TBC Eagle who missed some time due to injury. But she came back recently and has done a very nice job, mainly defensively. And so far on the season, I'll tell you in a moment, Broadway's first free throw does not go. In limited opportunity, 1 for 6 entering tonight's play. She's now 1 for 7. First shot did not go. Number 2 from Victoria Broadway is good. So Broadway on the board. Her first point, 8-3 in favor of Pensacola Christian. Alyssa Brewer hustles right up the middle. Good defense by Broadway as the Pensacola Eagles work the ball to the left side, back up to the top. This is Abby Matney with possession, gives it up to Brewer. Matney averaging 7.4 points per game. That's her number 13 with the ball. TBC puts on the double team, and Broadway is able to strip the ball, but then the interception on the pass done by Amy Ahrens. And that's Ahrens who gives it up inside to Grace Bieber, who will draw the foul and shoot 2. Bieber averages 5.9 points per game, and she will head to the line. The foul's called on Victoria Broadway, her first, team foul number 1. And shooting 2 once again, it will be Grace Bieber. And at the line so far, 11 out of 19 is Bieber. And ready for the free throw. First one did not go, second one does. Bieber on the board. Her first point of the night. Pensacola with a 6-point lead. TBC will inbound. This is my first live look at Kirsten Joseph. She joined the roster while Trinity Baptist was on the road in December. 3 games, averaging 19 points per game. And then, of course, she played against Florida State College of Jacksonville last week over on the south side. And that's Joseph driving the lane after the TBC Eagles get the steal, and Joseph is on the board. Pensacola, as they always do, work the ball very quickly up the court. Bieber missed opportunity on the short jumper, but she gets her own rebound and goes back to the line. That one looked like Caroline Smith will get called for the foul. No. Layla Harvey is going to get the call. So, first foul on Harvey. Team foul number 2. Bieber back at the line, 1 for 2, now 1 for 3. But has another opportunity coming right now. And battling a cough, so you might hear some pauses while I work on the cough button. And Bieber, as she did the first time, goes 1 for 2 and is now 2 for 4. And Pensacola leads by 5. Just past the 5.5-minute mark. Bounce pass to Brown at midcourt. And now we have a loose ball and a jump ball called. The possession arrow is with Trinity Baptist as Pensacola won the opening tip. So Layla Harvey will inbound for TBC. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Harvey will inbound. And she will find Joseph. Joseph guarded by Abby Matney. Outside the arc, Joseph with options to both sides. Instead, the pull-up jumper's a little short. Smith with the rebound. Second chance is good. Caroline Smith averages 12.8 points per game, her first basket. She had a 33-point game in early December. Making her way up the right side of the court is Rachel Phelps, and she will draw the foul. Phelps will shoot 2. The foul's called on Victoria Broadway, her second and team foul number 3. Phelps with 1 foul herself. Her foul sent Broadway to the line, so a little reciprocating action. And Rachel Phelps shooting 2. She averages 7.2 points per game, and number 1 is good. At the line, Phelps comes into tonight's play, shooting 66% on the season. That'll go up just a touch, and up a little bit more after she sinks number 2. Her first 2 points of the night. And a substitution sent in by Coach Jared Sellers. Our first look at Abigail Winslow since she came out. She was one of the starting 5. And a bounce pass inbound by TBC. Ball nearly stripped away. Renajala Tiny Brown hustles up the court, allows her teammates to get in position. The ball was batted away, but Brown tracks it down. 18 on the shot clock. Joseph guarded heavily by Lydia Adams. Loose ball. Joseph recovers the fumble. And this time, the arrow is with Pensacola Christian. Well, no more Jaguars. Got to put some football analogy in there somehow. Of course, the Jaguar season was over long ago. And we have the college national championship coming up. We have the NFL playoffs going on now. That's a 3-point effort by Matney. Does not go. And then a whistle on the rebound. We'll see who gets called. Looks like Caroline Smith called for her first. That's team foul number 4. So once the ball's inbounded, Pensacola will be in the bonus. Quick inbound pass to the top of the arc. Sent outside, a wide open look for 3, a little too strong. Ball batted around and picked up near midcourt by Winslow. She hustles inside the paint. Dragged that back foot as she tried to stop and get the pass off. And an unforced error will give it back to Trinity Baptist, who trails by 5, 12-7. 4 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And TBC will inbound and go the length of the court. Long pass, another football style. Joseph off the glass, no. Gets her own rebound, hustling back after crossing the baseline and getting the jump shot in. 4 points now for Kristen Joseph. Eagles of TBC now within 3. Have to remember, both teams are the Eagles. And we have ourselves a foul. It looks like Joseph may get called. See, it is Kirsten Joseph, her first foul. Team foul number 5, so Pensacola has the bonus, and Abigail Winslow will shoot 2. Winslow on the season at 68.5%, 37 for 54. And the first of 2 for Winslow, and this one is a little too short. Winslow, a freshman, our first time seeing her at Trinity Gymnasium. She is from Central Point, Oregon. Free throw number 2, a little short off the rim. Renaya Clark with the rebound for Trinity. Joseph kept her footing, got the ball to Brown. She's going 1-on-3, and the underhand layup does not go. Brewer and Smith tangle up, and Trinity Baptist gets the benefit of the call with Alyssa Brewer dragging both feet. So that will give the ball back to Trinity Baptist underneath their own basket. A three-pointer would tie the score. Alyssa Brewer, a senior from Florence, Mississippi. This could tie it if it goes. It's a little too strong, and rebounded by Winslow. And Winslow will bounce off Clark, go right up the middle. 1-on-2 with Brown, getting a hand on the ball. And now has the ball stripped away as she's double-teamed in the backcourt. Bounce pass, stolen away by Winslow. And now we have ourselves a traveling violation called against Winslow, giving the ball back over to Trinity Baptist. And again, chance for Trinity Baptist to tie it with a 3 or at least get to within 1 with a deuce. Layla Harvey will inbound, guarded by Melanie Bowser, senior from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. We've seen many of these Pensacola Christian Eagles on this court many times, not just as a visitor during a regular season, but while we've hosted tournaments as well. They're putting on the press. Brown thought about the 3, now takes it, and it's in and out. That ball was almost all the way down. Joseph again with the rebound, and the second chance does not go. And we have ourselves a foul, appears to be called on Alyssa Brewer, and that is a correct call. Number 1 on Brewer, number 2 on Pensacola. This one is on the floor, so TBC will inbound. Smith takes the pass. Clark for 3 off the rim. Brown hustling for the rebound. And one thing Trinity Baptist has tonight, they haven't had for a while, is some numbers, allowing Coach Lewis to make some substitutions and give her players a chance to catch their breath. Good hustle up the court by Sky Boyd. The shot no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Boyd, who again is having a phenomenal season. 9 games of scoring at least 20 points. 2 more with 19, averaging 18.3 points per game. That is getting it done. And it looks like a 5-second violation called against TBC, turning it over to PCC. 2:24 left to go in the quarter. And the pass worked to the top of the arc. Back outside to Bowser. That one is for 3. It's off the rim. Rebounded by Mincer. Another chance at a 3. No good from Dudek. And a little volleyball action, and Pensacola comes away with possession. This one from Boyd inside the paint. It's good. 6 points now for Sky Boyd, the sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. And a whistle underneath. I don't believe a foul was called, but ball out of bounds. And TBC will inbound. 1:59 left to go in the first quarter. Long pass. Smith takes the long pass. Turnaround jumper and a foul. That will go against Boyd, her first. Team foul number 3. And Caroline Smith will shoot 2. She's averaging 12.8 points per game. And at the line, Smith on the season, 76%. Struggled at the beginning of the season, but has really done a fantastic job shooting free throws of late. Smith a chance to put TBC back to within 3 if she can hit 2. And the first one is up, and it is good. And she gets a nice ovation from the home crowd. Caroline Smith, the junior from Lake Butler, Florida. She made the first 4-point game, pending free throw number 2, which is good. That's 4 points now for Smith, and a 3-point deficit for Trinity Baptist. And a little fancy move behind the back by Boyd, guarded heavily by Joseph. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. And a great pass, and the jump shot good for Brewer. Terrific pass. And Brewer, the beneficiary, had an easy jump shot. Sky Boyd with the pick. Pass to Menser to the outside, and a good job by Bowser to keep the ball in play. Bowser for three off the rim. And rebounded by Layla Harvey. Boyd almost got there, but just not in time. Goes out of bounds, and be back in just a moment. And I'm battling the cough, so every now and then I'm going to have to hit that cough button, so we do appreciate your patience. And Pensacola will inbound with a 5-point lead coming up on 1 minute left to go in quarter number one. It is absolutely wonderful to be back here on the hardwood. Our first game of 2025, at least on the home court. Bounce pass inside, shot missed by Aarons, but she will shoot two. Aarons at the line. Foul's called on Renaya Clark, her first. And a first of two for Aarons. It is a little bit short. Amy Aarons averaging 7.1 points per game. The forward, who is from Davidson, Michigan. Free throw number two is good. It is a 6-point lead now for Pensacola Christian. Trinity Baptist works it up the court without the ball hitting the floor. Shot by Enriquez, misses, and on the rebound effort, we have a jump ball, and Trinity Baptist has the arrow. 41 seconds left to go. Trinity will inbound with 22 on the shot clock. Enriquez, the bounce pass back to Brown. They work it out to the top of the arc. Harvey will back it up and get guarded by Dudek. And almost lost possession. And they do as the ball's knocked away, then picked up. And look at Renaya Clark hustling back and playing a little soccer. So we've had a few different sports here tonight. And now we have an injured Trinity Baptist Eagle down on the court. Renaya Clark, like she tripped over the basketball. We're going to pause right here while the trainer attends to Clark. Stay with us. Nia Clark pops right back up. By rule, she does have to come out because trainers and coaches came onto the court. It's Pensacola's possession. Shot clock is off. 22.5 seconds left in the first quarter. And Pensacola leading 17-11. Leading scorer so far is Sky Boyd. I'm going to make a correction here. Boyd with 4 points and Winslow with 6. I know what happened. I wrote down the wrong basket for one of the shots. This one is for 3. It is a little short. And Renaya Clark with the rebound off the floor. And TBC up the court quickly. Harvey 1-on-3, underhand layup. It's good. Layla Harvey averages 9.3, her first basket, a 4-point lead. That will count if it goes. It's a little strong, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. A fast-paced, action-packed first, and Pensacola Christian leads 17-13. We'll be back for quarter number 2 after this 60-second message from the NCCAA. Remember, our men's game is scheduled to follow at 8 p.m., pending the duration of this one. And baseball and softball season is getting underway. Both teams are practicing hard. Baseball begins next Friday on the home field, a doubleheader against Florida National University with a 4 p.m. first pitch scheduled time next Friday afternoon. And then Florida National will be here on Saturday as well to complete the three-game series with a 1 p.m. first pitch. Softball will begin the season at the Edward Waters Tournament January 31st. That game will be played at Walk-Off Charities, the entire tournament, beginning on January 31st. Both schedules are up on TBCEagles.com. We're looking forward to a very good baseball and softball season. Coach John Copeland is back. Jordan Broden will be his associate head coach once again. And welcome to Coach Ron Blackmer, the new softball coach here at Trinity Baptist College. Caroline Smith with a block. Almost got a second one, but a great job by Amber Dudek to get over Smith and get the basket to open the 6-point lead for Pensacola Christian. You can go to our YouTube channel, which you're on now, and scroll down a little bit and see the press conference, which Coach Jones introduces Coach Rob Blackmer for TBC Eagles softball. Brown's pass a little off the mark. Brewer takes a long pass at midcourt and goes almost uncontested. The shot did not go, and on the rebound attempt, Amy Ahrens is fouled. I believe that was Kirsten Joseph. That is on the floor, so Pensacola will inbound. Well, I guess they're not calling a foul, just out of bounds. So I'll erase that, and that's why I use an eraser. Use a pencil. So it was just out of bounds, apparently, no foul. Pull-up jumper is a little bit strong from Kristen Mentzer, and a whistle. That'll be a jump ball. And since Pensacola inbounded to start the quarter, Trinity Baptist will have possession. Chance to cut the deficit in half with a three-point play. Two substitutions, Sky Boyd and Abby Matney, both checking in for head coach Jared Sellers. He's been the head coach of Pensacola's women's basketball as long as I've been doing this, 10 years. Enriquez finds Joseph, and Joseph will allow teammates to get into position. Here you see a couple members of the men's basketball team walking in front of your camera. Layla Harvey with the miss. And excellent ball work and hustle up the court. Renajala Brown with the block. Out of bounds. Pensacola will keep possession, but what a job by Renajala Brown. I was about to call great ball work by Pensacola, but Brown got back in a major league hurry. Boyd with the jump shot. It's good. Sky Boyd now with 6. Again, she's averaging 18.3. One of the top scorers in the entire NCCAA. Again, Pensacola #1 in the country. Pull-up jumper from Joseph. It's good. Kirsten Joseph, now with 6 points. Just past the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. Trinity Baptist is playing some good, solid basketball against the #1 team. That one goes out of bounds and over to Trinity. Enriquez out in favor of Victoria Broadway. Rachel Phelps back on the court for Pensacola, as is Abigail Winslow. Trinity Baptist with the inbound. Nice job by Joseph to leap up high and pull down the pass. And we have ourselves a foul push from behind called against Rachel Phelps. That is #1 on Phelps, or check that, 2 on Phelps. First team foul of the quarter. That one, of course, is on the floor, so TBC will inbound. Work to the corner. Brown walks the ball to the top of the arc, set up the offense. Careful about moving that second foot. Ball batted, but grabbed by Joseph. 13 to shoot. Joseph gets by 1, but loses control of the ball, and Sky Boyd is there to pick it off, and we have ourselves a traveling violation called against Sky Boyd. And very uncharacteristic of Pensacola. They've turned the ball over now 7 times. They normally don't turn the ball over. And a long pass, and there's a turnover by TBC. And that is number 12 for Trinity Baptist. 7:31 left to go in the second quarter. 6-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Pensacola shooting 36%, Trinity Baptist 35%. Pensacola works the ball around the arc a couple of times and then a whistle. Official heads over and calls a push against Caroline Smith, and that is number 2 on Smith. First team foul of the quarter. Looks like Renaya Clark will take over for Smith. And again, good to see the Eagles with some numbers. Pass to the top of the arc to Matney. They work the ball to the corner. Winslow inside the lane is blocked by Joseph. And Joseph goes through 2 defenders. 3 more. And somebody got a hand on it. I believe it was Boyd who blocked the shot. Phelps with the rebound. Up the right side quickly to the hole. Uncontested, and the layup is good. The first field goal for Rachel Phelps. She now has 4 total points, and we have a player down underneath the basket. Renaya Clark once again. Rachel Phelps with a terrific move for the layup. We'll pause here. We'll be right back. Ready to resume. As Trinity Baptist will have possession, and they'll have to go the full length of the court. The pass to Joseph. Alessandra Henriquez has taken over for Renaya Clark. A double team up against the sideline. Ball work to Victoria Broadway, who will shoot 2. Foul is called on Kristen Menser, her first. Team foul number 2. Broadway back to the line. In the first quarter, Broadway 1 for 2 from the line. Came in 1 for 6 on the season, now 2 for 8. And the first of 2 is good. As a team, TBC shooting 60% from the line entering play tonight in 11 official games. Of course, they've also played some Division 1s and 2s, counting as exhibition. That ball bounces off the rim. Oh, and the ball got over the young fan trying to help us out. And this young man really likes to play, apparently. And Pensacola will inbound. Heading up the court very quickly. The pass to Winslow. Traveling violation, trying to get around her defender. And Trinity Baptist will have an opportunity to cut into a current 7-point deficit. 6:37 left until the halftime intermission. Broadway takes the pass at midcourt, crosses the stripe. Coming up from behind, Matney, forcing Broadway to stop and give up the ball. Harvey now back at the midcourt circle. 18 to shoot. To the right side. That one is for 2 inside the arc. And the rebound by Matney. And we have ourselves a whistle. And a foul called against TBC's Kirsten Joseph. Her second. Push from behind was the call. And team foul number 2. Both teams have committed 2 fouls in the quarter. 23-16 in favor of Pensacola Christian. Long pass underneath, and a shot missed, but rebounding. Winslow getting her own rebound. Caroline Smith, though, able to strip the ball. And Trinity Baptist, another opportunity to cut into a current 7-point deficit. This has been the biggest lead for PCC so far tonight. Harvey, 4-3, a little bit wide to the right. And rebound by Henriquez. Her second chance is good. Alessandra Henriquez with the jumper. And it's a 5-point deficit. Once again, PCC up the court very quickly. Pass inside the paint. Turnaround jumper off the glass from Bieber, no good. Joseph in the backcourt, double teamed. Gets around two defenders. Phelps stays right on top, however. Henriquez for three, it's good. Alessandra Henriquez with the three-pointer to pull TBC to within three. Henriquez with her fourth three-pointer of the season. Bounce pass inside the paint. Work to the far corner. Matney thought about the three, instead gave it up to Phelps outside the arc, and now Matney will fire the three. It's off the glass, it's good and one. Henriquez will get called for the foul. That was a three-point shot. Good from Abby Matney, her first points, and a chance at a rare 4-point play. And Matney at the line. And now Matney will try to convert that 4-point play. 2 for 3 so far on the season from the line. This one is good. So TBC got to within 2, but Matney put it back up to 6. Fouled on a three-pointer, and she converts the free throw. Broadway across midcourt is stripped. Coming from behind was Winslow, who now has possession. Pump fake, shot missed, gets her own rebound. And Phelps back outside to Winslow, 4-3 off the rim, and rebounded by Brown. Angela Brown through two defenders across midcourt. Inside the paint, ball stolen away by Menser. Might have gotten a hand on it, was Winslow, causing the steal. And TBC might have gotten away with a foul on that one. And Harvey up the court, pump fake, off the rim, rebound, second chance, off the glass, and good. Layla Harvey, her second basket. And Trinity Baptist back to within 4, but look how quickly Pensacola hustles the ball up the court. Inside the paint, and then the ball stripped away. Bieber was going up for the shot and a jump ball. Possession arrow is with Trinity Baptist. 2 substitutions for Coach Sellers. Number 24 is Alyssa Brewer. Number 30 is Melanie Bowser. And with 3:57 left in the quarter, Trinity Baptist, chance to cut a 4-point deficit in half. Bounce pass. Inbounded, back to Brown. Don't take too long. You have to get across midcourt. Henriquez's pass is knocked down. Aaron's, but it goes out of bounds, and it's TBC's ball. Might want to check that shot clock. Officials are going to look at it. Pensacola had not established possession, so they're going to reset the shot clock, see how much time the Trinity Baptist will get. I think they said to put it at 25. We'll see if that's correct. 23, 22, 21, and practice counting backwards, and 21. And Trinity Baptist will inbound. 3:37 left in the quarter. Angela Brown takes the pass, and then a whistle. Now, this time I didn't see what the whistle was about, but one of the officials is talking with the scorer's table. This just might be another shot clock reset. It is 27-23. Pensacola Christian leads. And Trinity Baptist will inbound underneath the basket. Maybe a few steps to the right. Not sure how well you can see the word Trinity on the floor, but they're going to inbound right on the tee. And then TBC still waiting to inbound. We're going to get another shot clock reset. And then we'll be underway. 18 on the shot clock. Pass to Renangela Brown. Back outside. Harvey, pull-up jumper, in and out. Smith is able to keep it in bounds, but the pass picked off. Intercepted by Menser, a long pass. Good ball work, and that was Abby Ahrens who stayed with the pass. It got batted away and able to get the basket. Her first field goal, 3 points total. She averages 7.1. Harvey goes through the defenders. Renajala Brown in the paint, off the glass, no good. Phelps with the long rebound and a whistle on the pass. Traveling violation called against Rachel Phelps. Again, uncharacteristic of Pensacola, the turnovers. That's their 10th. They normally don't do that. They may go the whole game without 10. This time, though, TBC forcing the turnovers. They've had some trouble holding on to the ball themselves. It is a 6-point deficit for TBC with 3:10 left in quarter number 2. Joseph guarded at midcourt by Winslow, and now a double team. Winslow and Menser. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by PCC. 23 on the shot clock for Trinity Baptist. Harvey to inbound. Pass to Smith. Turns around, lays it in, but no. 2 bounces on the rim and does not go. Brewer takes the long pass to the right side of the paint. Back outside to Phelps. Wide open for 3 off the rim. Fantastic look, but the shot a little too short. And now Menser will fire a 3. That one's off the rim as well. And rebounded by Kirsten Joseph. Double team in the backcourt. Finds Brown, open in the front court. And Phelps sets herself. Did she do so in time? We're about to find out. And yes, offensive foul called against Renajala Brown. Phelps, an excellent job getting her body set, and she did it in time. And I just got to see the monitor, and yes, great defense by Rachel Phelps, giving up the body, getting possession for her team. 6-point Pensacola lead, 2:23 left to go. To the corner, Phelps had to go way up high to pull that one down. Pass inside the paint, turn around, jumper off the glass, no good. Loose ball, grabbed by Caroline Smith. Credit her with the rebound. Kirsten Joseph across midcourt, guarded by Menser. Right over near the Pensacola bench. Joseph, 1-on-2, another offensive foul. And this time it was Melanie Bowser who drew the charge. And that is number 3 on Kirsten Joseph. And another great defensive play by Pensacola. Bowser was perfectly set. And Pensacola with 2 players taking the contact to get the ball back to their team. Great pass to Brewer, but she moves both feet. And that'll give it back to Trinity Baptist. 1:47 left until the intermission. It's 29-23. Pensacola, the number 1 team in NCCAA Division II. 2 years ago, the national champions made the semifinals last year after winning the South Region. Brewer bats away the inbound pass. Trinity Baptist will keep possession. No time off the shot clock. This time, they'll inbound from the right side of the court. And a pass to Victoria Broadway with someone coming up from behind. I believe that was Ahrens. And Broadway will go to the line. Foul is called against Melanie Bowser, her first. Team foul number 3. Broadway 2 for 4 so far tonight. And the first of 2. It is good. Victoria Broadway, her 3rd free throw of the night, the sophomore from Clermont, Florida. 1 for 2. Make that 2 for 2. And overall, now 4 out of 6 at the line for Broadway. Came in just 1 for 6 on the season. Coming up on a buck and a half left until the intermission. The pass to the corner. Bowser finds Brewer. Her pass knocked away. So teams trading turnovers, and now Brewer finds help on the right side of the court. Sky Boyd, turn around, and a foul. 2 shots coming up for Sky Boyd. And a foul is called against Caroline Smith. That is number 3 on Smith. Joseph also already has 3. And Sky Boyd at the line for 2. 6 total points. And Boyd at the line, 69% this season. First of 2. This one is a little too strong. And off the back of the rim. Trinity Baptist is out shooting Pensacola 36% to 33 from the field. Boyd hits her second, and she now has 7 points. It is a 5-point Pensacola lead, 30-25. Renaya Clark over to the left side of the court, guarded very heavily by Phelps. Harvey takes the pass at the circle, 13 to shoot. Broadway sets the pick. Harvey couldn't get inside the paint. Shot clock in single digits. Angela Brown goes past Brewer. The shot's a little too strong. Boyd with the rebound. Up the right side of the court. Back to Brewer at half court. And another travel. And Trinity Baptist getting some breaks. For the most part, been taking advantage, but they still trail by 5. TBC is shooting 35% as Angela Brown crosses midcourt. Inside the paint, and a whistle. Foul called against Sky Boyd, her second. It is on the floor. It's team foul number 4. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the quarter, which is only 42.6 seconds. Clark, she's gone down a couple of times. Great to see her back on the court. Layup's a little too strong. Pensacola almost lost possession but held on. 30 seconds left, 22 to shoot. This one is for 3. It is in and out. And right there underneath is Alyssa Brewer for the 2-point putback, her second basket. Broadway takes the pass. 14 seconds left. 12. Broadway directing traffic. Now Renaya Clark back at midcourt. They have 6 seconds. Clark in the paint. And an offensive foul called against Renaya Clark for the elbow. Her second foul. And it gives Pensacola 3.2 seconds to try to get off a shot. Nia Clark with her second. Broadway also has 2, and a pair of TBC Eagles have 3. Boyd up the court. That beat the buzzer, but does not go. And that'll bring us to the halftime intermission with the score. Pensacola Christian 32, Trinity Baptist College 25. It was 17-13 after the first quarter, and in the second, Pensacola outscored TBC 15-12. We will pause here for halftime. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. Get ready for quarter number 3. You're watching women's basketball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Stay with us. We are just moments away from inbounding to start the third quarter as Pensacola Christian leads 32-25 over Trinity Baptist, the first South Region contest of the season for both the Eagles teams. Leading scorers so far, Sky Boyd with 7 points for Pensacola. Abigail Winslow has 6. And then Pensacola has 4 points each from Rachel Phelps, Abby Matney, and Alyssa Brewer. 3 from Amy Ahrens, and 2 from Gracie Bieber, and 2 from Kristen Menser. Trinity Baptist leading scorer Kirsten Joseph with 6, 4 points each from Caroline Smith, Layla Harvey, Victoria Broadway, 5 from Alessandra Enriquez, and 2 from Renaya Clark. That whistle will just restart the quarter. That ball was actually, let me correct that. The ball was batted out of bounds by Broadway. Foul trouble for TBC, a correction. Caroline Smith has 3, but Kirsten Joseph has only 2. Victoria Broadway and Renaya Clark each with 2. 1 for Layla Harvey, 1 for Alessandra Henriquez. A great pass to Alyssa Brewer, and the lead is now up to 9, the biggest lead of the night for Pensacola Christian. Nobody really in foul trouble for PCC. Sky Boyd and Rachel Phelps each have 2, and 1 from Menser, 1 from Brewer, and 1 from Bowser. And now somebody's going to get another foul tacked on. A blocking foul has been called. I think that was Abigail Winslow. If so, that would be her first. And we have ourselves another whistle. This one goes out of bounds and back over to Pensacola Christian. Trinity Baptist and Pensacola each shot 33% in the first half. Pensacola was 1 for 8 from three-point range. Or check that, 1 for 13 from three-point range. Trinity Baptist was 1 for 8. Sky Boyd charges inside and gets the layup to go, and it's now an 11-point lead for Pensacola Christian. That's now 9 points for Sky Boyd. Renaya Clark quickly up the court, but no basket. An offensive foul called against Renaya Clark, and that is personal foul number 3. Clark disagreeing with the call, but it will stand. And now foul number 3 and no basket. Pensacola was 7 for 13 from the free throw line. TBC 6 out of 8. And Pensacola out-rebounded Trinity Baptist 23-19. Both teams a little trouble holding on to the ball, both in double digits in turnovers in the first half. And there's another one, this one unforced off the leg of Kristen Menser. And so Trinity Baptist denied the basket on the offensive foul. Chance to get back into single digits with the deficit. Pensacola's biggest lead in the first half was 7. That was a halftime margin. They hit that a couple of other times during the half as well. Three-pointer from Harvey, no good. And now Pensacola leads by 11. Boyd nearly lost control of the ball, but kept it in play. Hustled all the way up the court, missed the layup, and Brown with a really nifty rebound. Broadway being double teamed, and she'll find Harvey back at midcourt. Enriquez making her way inside the paint. Ball batted up in the air by Brewer, who will now take the pass from Phelps and evade the attack on defense by Harvey and get the basket. Alyssa Brewer now with 6 points, and it's a 13-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Brewer now with 8 and a timeout called by Coach Sellers. 7:53 left to go in the third quarter. Pensacola led by 7 at the half. They have scored all 6 points so far in the third quarter. You may have seen both men's teams warming up during halftime. That game is scheduled to begin at 8. And, of course, that depends on how long this one goes. Could start a little bit late. We'll stop this feed at the conclusion of the women's game, start up a brand new one for the men. And again, baseball gets underway next Friday. Florida National University NAIA Conquistadors are here Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. It's a doubleheader on Friday night. and then a single game on Saturday afternoon. Softball will begin play at the Edward Waters Tournament, played at Walk-Off Charities, owned and operated by Frank Frangie of 1010XL. Both schedules are up and available on the website. And Trinity Baptist will open the season with NCAA Division II Savannah State and then play NCCAA Fort Lauderdale in a South Region matchup. Both of those games will be Friday, January 31st. 1 o'clock against Savannah State, 6 o'clock against Fort Lauderdale. We resume play here in the third quarter. Trinity Baptist now finding itself trailing by 13. That's Kirsten Joseph. Guarded pretty well by 2 Pensacola Eagles, Phelps and Brewer. 15 to shoot. Smith wide open at midcourt. 7 to shoot. Brown for 3 off the rim. Clark with the rebound. 1 dribble, second chance, no good. And we have ourselves a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going against Sky Boyd, and that will be her third. It is on the floor, so TBC will inbound and get 20 seconds on the shot clock. Brown with the pass over Joseph, but since it was an inbound, it's okay to go past the midcourt stripe. Joseph tracks it down, keeps it in possession, finds Smith. The bounce pass is knocked away, but a whistle. I believe they called a foul against Pensacola. Nope, they called it a kicked ball, and the number was 20 to put on the shot clock. Clark for 3, too strong, and that will go out of bounds. Good recognition by Mentzer not to try to touch the ball and risk giving it back to Trinity Baptist. 7 minutes coming up on the 7-minute mark left in the third quarter. It's been all Pensacola so far in this quarter. They've scored the only 6 points. Brewer keeps the ball in play. Contact with Broadway and a foul. I believe that will be Victoria Broadway. No, it'll be Caroline Smith. And that would be number 4 on Smith. And she will head off in favor of Layla Harvey. And Alyssa Brewer will shoot 2. The first time at the line tonight for Alyssa Brewer. And the first of 2 is good. That's now 9 points for Brewer, pending free throw number 2. And she's been a terrific job at the line all season, 71.4%. And going 2 for 2 will tick that up and put her into double digits, now with 10 points. Harvey to Joseph, the jump shot off the rim. Trinity Baptist having a little trouble getting the ball in the net in this third quarter. The only one that went in was nullified by an offensive foul. 40-25, 15-point lead. Make that 17 now as Winslow gets through the defense. She now has 8 points. Clark up the right side or left side of the court. Ball was stolen away, but then dribbled out of bounds by Amy Ahrens, so TBC will maintain possession. 42-25. They're now trailing by 17. Harvey will inbound. And Harvey back to Joseph, top of the arc. Clark takes the pass, goes through 2 defenders, and gets the jumper off the glass. 4 points for Renaya Clark. And that breaks the run of 10 straight scored by Pensacola. But Victoria Broadway will get called for the foul from behind. That is number 3 on Broadway. Smith has 4, Clark and Broadway now each with 3. Alessandra Henriquez will take over for Victoria Broadway. Brewer to inbound. Winslow back at midcourt. Trinity Baptist has now committed 3 team fouls. Pensacola just 1. Good ball movement without it touching the floor, but the bounce pass is knocked away. Nice job by Winslow to regain possession. Missed the first chance, missed the second chance, and the rebound by Joseph. Missed opportunity for Pensacola. Joseph finding Brown inside the paint. Brown couldn't get the shot off. Enriquez fires a three off the rim. And Pensacola regaining possession. The long pass up to Winslow and through her hands, a little too strong on the pass. And TBC will take possession. 2 substitutions for Pensacola Christian. Number 13 is Abby Matney. Number 22 is Lydia Adams. TBC up the right side of the court. Going inside the paint is Joseph, but the jump shot no good. Brown with the rebound. Henriquez, that's a 2. She was just inside the arc, but she now has 7 points. And Trinity Baptist has brought it down to 13. They were down by 17 just moments ago. Henriquez with the steal. Clark almost had it picked off from behind, but held on. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Joseph to Clark to Henriquez. She'll fire a 3 off the rim. And out of bounds over to Pensacola. Trinity Baptist trying to cut into the deficit. Could not convert on that last possession. TBC now under 30% shooting on the night. Pensacola at 37%. Pensacola came in 42% on the season. That's Rachel Phelps with possession. She finds Bieber. Ball worked inside and a block. Layla Harvey rejects Matney. And now those two same will tangle up. And we're going to have ourselves a foul called against Matney on the hold. That's her first. It's team foul number 2, and TBC will inbound. He'll get a fresh 30 seconds. Harvey inbounds to Renajala Brown. Across midcourt. Harvey takes the pass back from Brown. Shot clock at 20. Joseph, 4-3, short off the rim. Into the hands of Rachel Phelps. She will get past Brown. Get through Harvey and Brown. Missed the jump shot. Second chance, no good. And a battle for the ball on the baseline, won by Bieber. A third opportunity does not go. Another missed opportunity for Bieber and Pensacola. Harvey across midcourt. 42-29, 13-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Harvey to Joseph, 15 to shoot. Joseph and Clark play catch. Now Joseph takes the 3 from the corner. It's a little short. And Menser with the rebound. Menser across midcourt. Her pass is stolen by Joseph. Henriquez wide open. The one bounce pass. Back to Brown and a foul. Renajala Brown will go to the line. We'll see who gets called. Couldn't quite tell the indication, and now it looks like it was Menser called for her second. And so Renajala Brown will shoot 2, a chance for her to get on the board. She averages 11.6. First attempts of the night. Number 1 is a little too strong. Brown came in at 61% on the season. 42-29. And number 2 coming for Renajala Brown. And it is a little too strong and rebounded by Grace Bieber. Long pass up the court, a collision and a foul. And that's going to be called against TBC's Kirsten Joseph. That will be number 3. So Pensacola will inbound. That's team foul number 4 on TBC. So PCC is now in the bonus. Substitutions. Alyssa Brewer back in, as is Amber Dudek. Amber Dudek, a junior guard from Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota. Coming a long way to play basketball for Coach Sellers. Ball batted away. Victoria Broadway had possession, but Brewer knocks it out of her hands. Pensacola back up the court. Adams to Brewer, guarded by Brown. Adams around Brown, feeds Bieber, and Pensacola has to work it back outside. The tight defense by Trinity Baptist. And a traveling violation. Alexis Hall now in court for Trinity Baptist. This is her second game with TBC. She made her season debut last Tuesday at Florida State College at Jacksonville. Alexis Hall wearing number 22. She's on the defensive side of the court at the moment. And a bounce pass back to Layla Harvey back at midcourt. Harvey could not hold on to the ball. It is picked off. This is Adams with Hall coming up from behind. A late whistle, but a foul. That's going to be called against Renajala Brown. I have that as number 1, and so does the scorer's table. So Lydia Adams will shoot 2. First one is off the back of the rim. Adams on the season, 3 for 4. Misses both, so now 3 for 6. And the second chance is rejected. Renaya Clark with possession. Approaching midcourt, finds Harvey to the far sideline. TBC trying to cut into a 13-point deficit. Neither team has scored for a while, and that is the 4th offensive foul called against Trinity Baptist. This one will go against Victoria Broadway. And giving it up this time was Gracie Bieber drawing the charge. Actually, it was Layla Harvey, my mistake. And that is foul number 2 on Layla Harvey. Brewer brings it past midcourt. Outside to Abby Matney. Guarded by Harvey. Back to Brewer. Shot clock at 16. Plenty of time. Matney, top of the arc. Rushes inside the paint. Finds Dudek to the right side. Brewer could not hold on. And here's Clark hustling through 2 defenders. A bounce pass to Brown. It's good. Renajala Brown on the board. Her first basket of the night. Still an 11-point lead, though, for Pensacola Christian. Broadway on guard of a... And the second chance, though, by Gracie Bieber is good. So Bieber with her first field goal. She now has 4 total points. And it is 44-31. Pensacola regains its 13-point advantage. So far, the biggest lead of the night for Pensacola has been 17. That came very early in this second quarter as they scored the period's first 6 points. And we have ourselves a foul. And Layla Harvey will shoot 2. The foul is called on Lydia Adams, her first. Team foul number 4. Both teams now in the bonus, and Layla Harvey will shoot 2. 4 points, her first opportunities of the night. On the season, Harvey at 54%. And here comes the first of 2. It is good. Layla Harvey now with 5. TBC's done a pretty good job at the line. That's now 8 out of 12. And here comes number 2 from Harvey. It is off the rim, batted around by Broadway, and picked up by Gracie Bieber. Alyssa Brewer is guarded heavily by Renajala Clark. Check that, Renajala Brown. And that pass got away from Adams and out of bounds. And again, Pensacola Christian very uncharacteristically turning the ball over quite often. That's number 19 for Pensacola. They don't do that very much. 1 minute left to go in the quarter. Trinity Baptist within 12. Trying to get that deficit down to single digits to start the fourth quarter. 50 seconds left. 18 on the shot clock. Harvey guarded at the 3-point line. Spin move, jump shot, no good. Brown the rebound. Tiny Brown doesn't play that tiny. She can get up there and pull down some boards, and another offensive foul. That's the 5th one called against TBC tonight. And it goes against Renajala Brown. That's her second personal foul. Offensive, so no free throws. 35 seconds left. And crossing midcourt is Abby Winslow. Almost lost the ball, but held on. And this another one that got away from her, but she was all by herself, able to regain control. Alexis Hall knocks it away, but out of bounds. It will stay with Pensacola with 14 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Back at midcourt, Adams able to find Bieber. Broadway on the defense. Pensacola playing for one, but they have 3 seconds left. 2 seconds and a ball stolen away. 7 seconds for TBC. Harvey, 1-on-2 to the left side, and it's good. Layla Harvey, a fantastic move just 1 second before the buzzer, and that will end the third period. A good run for TBC. Pensacola started the quarter off very strong. Trinity Baptist ends strong. Quarter number 4 coming up with the score 44-34 in favor of the number 1 team, Pensacola Christian. Will be back on TBC Eagles. We're ready to begin the fourth quarter. The possession arrow is with Pensacola Christian, and PCC leads 44-34. Pensacola outscored Trinity 12-9 in the third quarter. They had that great start to the quarter, slowed it down, and then Trinity Baptist with a good run to end the third. Both teams have turned the ball over 20 times. Shooting percentages, Pensacola at 36, Trinity Baptist at 32. TBC has been pretty good at the line. Pensacola, 9 out of 17, almost lost possession. And that ball gets knocked away by Renajala Brown, but stays with Pensacola. 10-point lead for PCC. They work the ball around the top of the arc. Inside pass and a blocked shot. The second chance did not go. There was a whistle and a foul. Brown got the ball with her hand, but the body contact is the reason for the foul. That's number 3 on Brown. And so 2 free throws for Abigail Winslow, who has 8 points and a chance to get into double figures. First of 2, bounces around and drops in. Winslow at the line, 69% entering play tonight. She's now 1 for 3, and make that 1 for 4. Clark with the rebound. And Clark up the left side of the court, guarded by Ahrens, who keeps Clark outside the paint. Clark now double teamed, hands off to Brown, inside to Alexis Hall. The basket's a little too strong. It is out of bounds, last touched by Hall, and so Pensacola with possession. Alexis Hall in her second game with Trinity Baptist. Joined the roster just last week. 45-34, 11-point lead for Pensacola Christian. 9:16 left. Inside the paint, charging in for the shot, but missing is Winslow. There was a lot of contact, but no call. Winslow hustling back on defense, knocks the ball away from Brown, but Renajala Brown holds on. Layla Harvey back near the circle. Shot clock at 16. Works her way up the right side of the lane. Shot's a little too strong, however, and rebounded by Winslow. And Winslow will get past Broadway, but Broadway hustles back Again, a lot of contact, no call, 2 chances missed, and Winslow down as the ball goes out of bounds. Winslow, though, slow to get up, but get up on her own she does, so she is allowed to stay on the court. We'll see what Coach Sellers has in mind as he sends some new Eagles onto the court. And Winslow will head off. Try to get these substitutions. Sky Boyd, along with Kristen Menser, back onto the court. And Rachel Phelps. This is Broadway inside the paint. Couldn't get any closer. Shot clock at 16. Harvey back at midcourt, guarded by Phelps. Brown takes the pass outside the arc. 10 to shoot. Shot clock now at 7. Brown runs the baseline. Boyd with the block, but Brown with only 2 seconds left. Will they get it off? No. Shot clock was about to expire anyway. And great defense by Pensacola. The block shot by Boyd. That results in the turnover. So Pensacola leading by 11, trying to re-extend. Again, their biggest lead has been 17. Long pass through Boyd and into the hands of Clark. Clark finds Hall, but guarded well by Menser. On the press, and a lot of contact. That one really could have gone either way, but it's going against Rachel Phelps. That's number 3 on Phelps. Trinity Baptist will inbound with 7:52 left to play. And TBC trying to cut back into single digits, but they're going to have to wait for the timeout called by Coach Sellers with 7:52 left to play. We're going to pause here ourselves. We'll be right back on TBC Eagles. Pensacola back onto the court. Now here comes TBC, and it is Trinity Baptist's possession. Renaya Clark, Layla Harvey, Angela Brown, Alexis Hall, Victoria Broadway for TBC, Rachel Phelps, Amy Ahrens, Kristen Menser, Alyssa Brewer, and Sky Boyd for Pensacola. Hall in the corner, back outside to Harvey. 17 to shoot. Brown for 3. It's good. Angela Brown with the 3-pointer. It's a single-digit deficit now for TBC. Angela Brown now with 5 points. Boyd answers with a deuce, getting it back up to 10 for Pensacola. Sky Boyd in double digits with 11. She averages 18.3. Brown lost control of the ball, but it hits off a Pensacola Eagle and out of bounds. Back to TBC. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Trinity Baptist will inbound, trailing by 10 with 7:10 left to go. Not out of the realm. Down in the corner, but stepped on the baseline, and that'll give the ball back over to Pensacola. 10-point Pensacola lead. It is 47-37. Pensacola shooting 35% to Trinity Baptist's 31. Boyd outside the arc. The pass inside the paint, and the short jumper is good for Amy Ahrens. She now has 5 and a 12-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Lila Harvey at midcourt to Angela Brown. She hit a 3 a moment ago, but that was well too strong. Clark, though, tracks down the rebound off the floor. Pull-up jumper from outside the paint. No. And Pensacola with the rebound, hustling all the way up the court, taking the pass is Brewer. Turnaround jumper from Sky Boyd. 2 bounces off the rim, and it's good. 13 points now for Sky Boyd, and we have ourselves a timeout called by Coach Lewis with 6:23 remaining and a 14-point lead for Pensacola Christian. And while we have this opportunity, let's see some of the upcoming games for both Trinity Baptist and Pensacola Christian. After tonight, Pensacola Christian will travel to Toccoa Falls, Georgia to take on the Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls. That's a South Region matchup. 4 p.m. Central Time for you PCC fans on January 16th. That is Thursday. And then on Friday the 17th, Pensacola is at Bob Jones University for a 4 p.m. Central Time tip-off in Greenville, South Carolina. Pensacola's next home game, Saturday, January 25th. So they're going to do some traveling this coming weekend and then go home on the 25th for a 3 p.m. tip-off against Coastal Alabama Community College North. For Trinity Baptist, after tonight, Southeastern Baptist, South Region matchup here in Trinity Gymnasium at 2 p.m. on Saturday, January 18th, as we have ourselves a whistle. And that's going to go against Rachel Phelps. That is her fourth, if I have that correctly. And that fourth has just been put up on the board. Trinity Baptist at Trinity College of Florida at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, January 21st. And that'll do it for the month of January. February 1st, Bob Jones University is here at Trinity Gymnasium. PCCEagles.com and TBCEagles.com for your favorite sports teams. Bounce pass to Victoria Broadway inside the paint. Layup is good. Broadway now with 6, 51-39, a 14-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Phelps finding Menser to the right side of the arc, and the bounce pass. Give it up to Sky Boyd, but she will get called for a double dribble and give the ball back over to Trinity Baptist. Turnover number 21 for Pensacola Christian. Trinity Baptist, 22 of them. Joseph takes the long pass, gets outside the arc. TBC has been better job holding on to the ball in the second half. Got clock at 15, almost a pick. Joseph in the paint, jump shot is good. Kristen Joseph now with 8, and it's a 10-point lead for Pensacola. 5:27 and counting. Broadway on guard of Brewer. And the pass to Menser over everybody. Brewer takes the pass back from Phelps. Jump shot from the line is short. Rebounded by Brown. She gets past Boyd, goes through 2 more defenders, and the layup is good and one. Renajala, Tiny Brown, a chance at a 3-point play, and that might be number 5 on Rachel Phelps. That is the call, so Rachel Phelps will take 4 points to the bench. The junior from Flower Mound, Texas, who always puts on a great show. And PCC comes to Trinity Gymnasium. Meanwhile, Renajala Brown at the line. Nothing out of 2 so far. 3-point play is successful. She now has 8. And TBC is now within 7. Boyd in the paint. Pass nearly got away from Winslow, but she holds on. They work the ball back to Winslow in the corner. Boyd now from the left side of the paint. Misses the shot. Ball batted into the hands of Joseph, who is double-teamed very strictly at the TC logo. Layla Harvey crosses midcourt. Harvey gets by 1, gets by 2, gets the basket. Layla Harvey now with 9, and Trinity Baptist within 5, and a whistle. Traveling violation will give the ball back over to TBC. 51-46, a 5-point lead. Hold on, we have an injury on the right side of the court. That is Kristen Joseph. Caroline Smith will take over for Joseph. And Gracie Bieber has checked in, and now we have a timeout with 51-46 and 4:39 left to play. Back in a moment on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. 4:39 left to play. Trinity Baptist will inbound. And, of course, right as I start talking again, the cough monster comes back. Bounce pass to Smith. Spin move. Basket no good. Rebound Pensacola. Pass up the court to Boyd. One-on-one. The basket is good. Sky Boyd now with 15. And it's a 7-point lead for PCC. TBC had a chance to get within 3 but could not convert. It can make it 5 again or 4 with a 3-point play. Harvey using Brown as the pick. Clark for 3. It's short off the rim. I could tell that was short when it came out of her hands. Pensacola up the court. Bieber kept that drag foot still. And the pass inside to Boyd. It was wide open for the basket. Boyd now with 17, and Pensacola has opened up now a 9-point lead. Well, TBC got to within 5, but Pensacola, the number 1 team in the country. Brown off the rim. Rebound Smith. Pensacola drawing on their experience. Have opened it back up to 9, 3:29 left. Credit Trinity Baptist. The injuries that they've had, and they're holding the number 1 team in the country to a 9-point lead. That's Clark for 3. It is short. Kept in play. Brewer will pass it up to Winslow. This one is for 3. It's a little strong. Clark couldn't quite hold on. Menser knocks it away, finds help inside, and then a foul. No foul called. It is just out of bounds off Harvey, so Pensacola has possession. We have a timeout. 3 minutes, 1 second left. 55-46, Pensacola Christian leads. We'll be right back. Pensacola has possession and a 9-point lead. 3 minutes, 1 second left. I've lost track of the timeouts. Inbound pass to Bieber, and she will shoot 2. Layla Harvey will get called for the foul. If I have it right, that's number 3 on Harvey. And heading to the line will be Gracie Bieber, who is 2 for 4 tonight. And the first of 2 from Bieber is good. Bieber now 3 for 5. And free throw number 2. It is good. Gracie Bieber now with 6 points. And a substitution, Victoria Broadway out. Joseph back in for TBC. 3 minutes left, 57-46, an 11-point advantage for Pensacola Christian. Layla Harvey will work the ball past midcourt. She is double-teamed, actually triple-teamed on the other end. And she will draw the foul and go to the line. If I saw it right, it's Melanie Bowser. That is the correct call. It's only her second. And Layla Harvey will shoot 2. 9 total points. She's 1 for 2 from the line. Big free throws. TBC not out of it. They are within 11. If Harvey can hit them both, it would be a single-digit deficit. And the first of 2 is good. That's 10 points for Layla Harvey. Both men's teams ready to take the court as soon as this one ends. We'll start a little bit late, but not too much. Second free throw from Harvey. It's good. And that's 11 for Layla Harvey. It's a 9-point lead for Pensacola Christian. They just got the ball in the front of the court, established by Winslow, and the shot buried by Sky Boyd, who has really come to life in this fourth quarter. That's her 8th point of the quarter and 19th overall on the night. So she surpasses her season average, and Harvey will draw a whistle. That's going to be on the floor. And I believe that's team foul number 5. It is called against Sky Boyd. That is her 4th. And TBC is in the bonus, so it is Layla Harvey back at the line for 2. And 2 substitutions for Coach Sellers. Number 4, Kristen Menser. And number 20, Amy Ahrens. Boyd and Adams head off to make room. And Layla Harvey just hit 2 on TBC's last trip up the court. This one is good. Even dozen now for Harvey. More importantly, it shrinks the deficit with 2:20 left to go. 10 points. And here comes number 2 from Harvey. It is a little bit too strong and rebounded by Ahrens. And behind the back move by Winslow, holding on to possession. They're going to try to double team her, but a timeout called by Coach Sellers. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 2 minutes, 9 seconds on the game clock. Pensacola leads by 10. We'll be back. Two minutes and 9 seconds left. We'll quickly run down all the point totals as soon as the game ends. Men's game will start a little bit late, not too much. Pensacola leads by 10. We just passed the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Alyssa Brewer guarded by Brown. Pensacola not in any hurry. They want to use up some clock and get off the shot, which they do. And Abby Winslow now with 11. 1:43 left to go. Great effort by Trinity Baptist. They kept this game very close most of the way. Right now, it is a 12-point deficit. And you consider the team that they're playing tonight, Trinity Baptist has done a fantastic job. This is Boyd. A jump shot, a little strong. Rebounded by Brown. She will hustle up the court. She will collide with Menser, and we'll see who gets called. It might be Menser with the block. It will be. And for Menser, that is personal foul number 3. And Renajala Brown at the line. She has 8 points. She is 1 for 3 so far tonight. Pensacola Christian has gotten its shooting percentage up to 40%. They average 42. They've been in the low to mid-30s most of the night. Sky Boyd has really come to life in the fourth quarter, and that helps that percentage get back up near the season average. Brown hits the first of 2. And number 2 for Renajala Brown is in and out, and rebounded by Amy Ahrens. 1:13 left to go. TBC with the steal. Joseph, pull-up jumper in the paint. This one no good, and rebounded by Winslow. Brewer, long pass to a wide-open Menser, and the very good touch pass to Amy Ahrens, who now has 7. We're under a minute. Pensacola leads by 13. So Pensacola Christian will go to 13-3 overall on the year. And 1 win, no losses in South Region play. But we have ourselves a timeout with 50 seconds left. Trinity Baptist will inbound. 50 seconds left to go. Excellent job by Trinity Baptist. Joseph double teamed. Her pass stolen away by Menser. She finds Winslow. The basket is good and a foul. Winslow now with 13 and a chance to make it 14. And Winslow will shoot the free throw, but that'll wait as Joseph is down. Both players hit the floor very hard. We're going to be right back. Shooting the free throw will be Abigail Winslow. One shot. She did make the basket. And the free throw is off the rim, rebounded by Pensacola. 35 seconds left, 65-50. Broadway on the defense, knocks the ball out of bounds. Pensacola will have possession with 23 left, 31 on the game clock. This is Winslow. And Winslow to the far side. They're going to work down the clock. 10 to shoot. She hustles her way inside and will go back to the line. Winslow will shoot 2 more. Foul was called on Renajala Brown. That's her 4th. And now Winslow a chance to make it 14 and 15. She has 13 at the moment. 18 seconds left. Shot clock is off, of course, and Brown picks up 4th foul of the night. And the officials are going to check everything, make sure the scoreboard is correct. I also think they were verifying that was 4 fouls on Brown and not 5. It is 4. She's back at the lane. Winslow with the first of 2. It is good. Now 14 for Abby Winslow. And free throw number 2. And this one is also good, giving Abby Winslow 15, and she is second on the court behind only Sky Boyd. Timeout with 18 seconds left. We'll be right back. Final 18 seconds coming up for TBC to inbound. And the men's game looks like it's going to start a little bit closer to 8:20 to 8:25. Some slowdowns here in the 4th quarter. That's all right. We'll enjoy the basketball action. Brown's shot does not go. 12 seconds left. A rebound by Winslow. They do have to get it past the timeline. And Winslow will bounce pass to the front court. Sky Boyd will just work down the clock. And that's going to do it. Final score, Pensacola Christian 67, Trinity Baptist College 50. The number 1 team in the nation gets its first South Region win of the season. No losses. And Trinity Baptist, no wins, 1 loss, now in South Region play. Very quickly, point totals. For Pensacola, Sky Boyd 19, Abby Winslow 15, Alyssa Brewer 10, Amy Ahrens 7, Gracie Bieber 6, Rachel Phelps, Abby Matney each with 4, and Kristen Menser with 2. For Trinity Baptist, Layla Harvey leads with 12, Renajala Brown 9, Kirsten Joseph 8, Alessandra Henriquez 7, Victoria Broadway 6, Renaya Clark and Caroline Smith each with 4. Men's game coming up in about 20 minutes. We'll stop the feed now, start up a brand new one. Get ready for men's basketball here on the TBC